but I had to develop something to become a man. So I had very low self-esteem coming up. You know, no one was ever there to teach me the ways of a man. And all I wanted to be was a man. So I developed Goggins. It's a person that doesn't care what you say about him. It's a person that doesn't care about how he feels or how he acts or anything. It's something I developed to get through my childhood, to get past the image in the mirror. You know, my reflection in the mirror was such a horrible one. I wasn't proud of myself. And the only way I could become the man I wanted to become is I had to face the fears, and I was afraid of everything. So through facing all these fears, I started really empowering myself to realize that I can do so much more. You know, people call it mental toughness. Motivation is not enough. I changed motivation into passion. Motivation is crap. Motivation comes and it goes. Like if it's cold outside and people get a blast at -10-degree air, they're going to walk their ass back inside. That's motivation. Motivation comes and goes. If you're happy, you're motivated. If you're sad, you're not. I wanted to become a person that was driven. And when you're driven, you don't give a damn. You don't care if your best friend gets shot in the head, you still have a job to do. You don't get poopy pants and fall into that woe is me. You continue moving forward. And through my life, I found passion. And when you find passion, you almost cannot describe to people what the hell I'm trying to describe right now because it's over their head. It's those who never really started their journey. You know, they may have kids and they may have, they may have had a great life. And what I mean by never started their journey is most of us walk around in fear.
Right.
And,
absolutely.
And we're scared to death. We're scared to death. So we pick a different route. And when you pick a different route because you're afraid, you never start the journey that God put you on. The journey is not supposed to be the journey of fun.
No.
And most of us take that right turn because you're like, oh man, I'm scared to jump from an airplane, so I'm not going to be a Navy SEAL. I'm going to go be in finance. That's not the journey. The journey starts when you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm not who I need to be. I need to overcome these fears. And that's when your journey begins. So most people die thinking they had a great life. They never started their journey. If I would have stayed in my same scared kid that I was, I would be here right now probably spraying for cockroaches at 41 years old, never knowing I could have been an ultra runner, could have been a Navy SEAL, could have been an Army Ranger, could have been an Air Force tactical air control. I did all these things because I started my journey. Most people have no idea what they're capable of because they're so afraid to start their journey and they die not knowing. I wasn't doing enough to fulfill my journey. Basically that's when I can rest. And I was sitting around and I'm always trying to find something to push my mind, my body, my soul, my spirit. I want to find something that makes me think about quitting. Because that's when you know who you are. You know, you don't know who you are when you're watching a game or whatever. You got to put yourself into a 200-mile race. And at 100 miles, when you're exhausted and you're through and you're dehydrated, you have 100 miles left, and you have all kinds of decisions to make. You can decide to quit. That's when you know who you truly are, when you're at the final breath you think you have, and you have 100 miles to go, and you think you have nothing left, and all your body's saying is quit. I know one thing. When I started this whole journey, trying to be a SEAL and all this other stuff I've been trying to become, I just wanted to be proud of who I am as a man, and that's what I am now. So that's all it was. I was strict in self-esteem at a young age, and I had to build up on my own. No one was going to give it to me.
Perfect.
And I gave it to myself. No one's going to give you self-esteem. You have to find it. And I don't care what your job, I don't care if it's going through buzz, I don't care if it's going through running races, I don't care if it's going to college. Whatever your journey is, whatever it is, you got to start it by not being afraid. And you have to gain pride. And now at 41 years old, I'm not ashamed of the image in the mirror. I have a lot of pride. I want to die tired. I want to die fulfilled. You know, I want to be in my casket, and I want to look up to the heavens and say, man, I'm kind of glad this is over, man, because I was going to keep on pushing until this happens.